Here I am to present Balai Kosh. I am Dalkar Chadwekar from Chedin Software Solutions, Pune. This product is essentially an encyclopedia in Marathi, the first of its kind. I will go through some slides which will help you to understand what exactly this product is all about. So some highlights about this product. So there are over 12,000 pages of information, more than 7,000 images, photographs, audio clips, then maps. That's what we have covered in this application. Then more than 15,000 questions are included for practice. Once you go through the information, the entire information is all about general knowledge. Once you go through the information, and if the ward or the student or someone wants to give some quick test, then we have over 15,000 questions, based on which we have some randomly generated question paper sets which we can solve. We can also see the score, and at the end we can also see the correct answers of the incorrectly solved questions. So that it helps us to see our progress, how we are going. We have also included English to Marathi Pictionary in this application. The original motive of this application was to come up with information in Marathi which was not there in the internet era or in the internet space. So in 2005 we developed our first application. By then the government of Maharashtra or no one else also had done this kind of initiative, and we had come up with this application that time. Over a period of time we added lots of information, more features. We will go through those one by one. So this application is available in 3 various formats today. One is desktop application which works on all Windows platforms. We are also working on other platforms like Unix and all. Online version is available, mobile version is available. Mobile version currently is available in Android operating system. And this is the first attempt, in our belief, it is the first attempt in any language which has so much of information in one single application. So the information covers information about universe, world, all continents, all countries in the world, all states and territories in India, all districts in Maharashtra. Then we also have event diary, wherein for any day of the year you can see the major events happen throughout the history. So looking at the content, it is must for all competitive exams preparation like MPSC, UPSC, railways, higher education, entrance test for schools, scholarship, NMS, MTMS, etc. So in true sense, it's the lexis of general knowledge. We have also developed the in-house licensing mechanism so that users need not to find it difficult to initiate their application or to register their application. So we have developed some online services for that. SMS based application is also developed which takes care of your licensing on its own. So we need not to worry much about getting the licenses for that. The various subjects that we cover here are sports, history, geography, science, art and culture, civics, economics. We have included information about over 1,000 tourist places, more than 1,000 famous personalities across world, across India, across Maharashtra. Information about various organizations, awards. So all that, whatever you think of general knowledge, you will see some or other information in this application. So these are the 3 formats: mobile, desktop, and online version, balai.com. So initially the idea was, when we developed this application, information was not available so much on online. Even if you want to prepare for MPSC, UPSC exams, you need to go through lots of books. Again, the latest information is not available, especially in rural areas. If I have to prepare, let's say from somewhere in North Maharashtra or somewhere, or in Vidarbha, then I have to come to Pune to get the books from ABC. When we are in Pune, it's very easy for us to go to ABC and get the books, but otherwise the information is really not available in the rural areas. And in 2005, understanding this, we developed this application. Initially, it was in CD format, so you can insert the CD in your desktop or laptop, and you can access it. You can use the same CD in various formats. Yes. Okay. All right. So first we launched the CD version in 2005. That was the first attempt in Marathi. Then in 2007, when we talked to people, they found that we should give the information in English also, so that the vernacular parents can read the information in Marathi. Their children can read the information in English, so that they can correlate the information, they can pass on the information easily. In 2010, we launched the online version, Balai.com. In 2013, we launched the desktop version, which added lots of other information like Suvichar. Every day, one can, whenever they start an application, they also see Suvichar or codes for this information. Then in 2014, we launched the mobile version on Android. In future, we want to provide this information in other languages, as well as in Hindi, and we plan to expand the horizon through various platforms like Windows mobile phones and iOS operating system, Unix, and Apple operating systems also. So if you look at this, we can see that this information is useful for everyone who can read or understand Marathi. So they can make use of this product. So for schools, projects, the various exams, junior college entrance exams for graduation and all, competitive exams, for service professionals also, like many of the questions that are asked in KBC, you can see the information in this application. And knowledge, it is needed for everyone. Unless and until we have knowledge, we cannot talk in front of the audience. Otherwise, we will just say yes to the other person. The background about this development of application is Nilesh. He developed this application way back in 2005. He himself has completed the first round of MPC exam. He understood, he realized how much of effort, money, time is required to gain all this information, and that kicked off the idea of coming up with this application. In one single bundle, you get lots of, all the information required for all these competitive exams. And the first version was developed when there was lots of load shedding in the rural areas. Along with his friend, they come up with all this information, and they used to work day in and day out, day night, to gather the information from various sources and build this application. So, this is for sustainability. Information is required, integral part of everyone's life, and that's what we try to provide in our own language, so that it becomes easy for us to understand the concept, the particular issue. Then we can talk in any other language, whatever we can speak. That's the presentation.
I would like to congratulate Nilesh first, because he himself realized that he could not pass the exam, but he tried to do something for the others. I have one question. That's why I came here first. Some of my friends who are blind, and they are also doing appearing for UPSC exam and MPSC exam. So now all software, all things, all information should be available. That it is a norm in US and other countries that blind students also can access the information. So whether anybody can access this information, or what is the thing? We just would like to know.
So one of our future experiments, we are also trying to come up with speech utilities which will read the content, and the blind people can also listen to that. that is one of our future perspectives.
That's a good question, and I want to respond to that also. And not just for you, but almost everybody who works in the digital space. There is an international standard called W3C. That means every website must meet those minimum requirements worldwide when you do development. And unfortunately in India, we don't comply. But I think now the DIT has already started putting the pressure on most of the government websites because they're making them all compliant. It is mandatory when you do an application online that it should be compliant. Compliance means that inbuilt it should include people from all walks of life. It can be people with different abilities. It can also be the elderly. It can be everybody else. So I think your question should not just address to you, but I think to everybody who's trying to go into this space, because you are catering to a set of people who are being left out. And it also makes good business sense. I think in the morning I did mention some of the statistics. If you can have a unique market of 2.3 crore people, you're going to make money. Okay, they're going to be stuck to your product because they need you. This is a niche market that you should be looking at. Okay, I mean, I know it sounds bad, but then they need you as much as you need them. And they need development in this area. So I think this is something that I would really like to emphasize, and thank you for flagging this. Thank you.
Yeah, I have one question. You have mentioned that it has been reached to 70,000 homes already. What is the feedback?
So, we have shown this to many people, and we also talk to our existing clients by calling them intermittently, and they say that there is a lot of information. Couple of things and using that feedback we have enhanced the application. They like the concept. At one place they get lots of information. The cost is also very reasonable, and we haven't seen any single person who has not liked this idea.
But you should walk beyond Pune also, no? Most of the colleges require this.
Yeah.
Most of the colleges have MPSC center, UPSC center. In their libraries, they have made provision for that. I am principal at one of the college in Ahmednagar district. First time I am listening to this. I will be happy to purchase it.
What is the success rate for specifically MPSC, UPSC student? How many students reached your website? Any specific idea?
So basically, how we sell this product is through exhibitions and by talking to various people, various folks, and we haven't gathered as to exact number or information as to how many students from MPSC have gained from this application like that. Till now, our majority of our efforts were building this application in various formats and adding more and more information. Now, as I said, we need to reach out to the bigger audience, right? And then we will also collect this information.
आतापर्यंत जर म्हटलं ना तर आता आमचं जे balai.com म्हणून जे पोर्टल आहे तर त्याच्यावर 4000 लोक आज रजिस्टर्ड युजर आहेत जे याचा उपयोग करतात. नंबर 2 की जे 70,000 घरांमध्ये आम्ही महाराष्ट्रापर्यंत पोहोचलेलोच आहे आणि त्याच्यामध्ये जर म्हणाल ना सर तुमच्या प्रश्नाबद्दल जर म्हटलं तर मुख्याध्यापकांचे आम्ही जे अधिवेशन असतात ते आम्ही अधिवेशन्स करतो म्हणजे रेग्युलरली करतो. नंबर 2 जे मराठी साहित्य संमेलन आहे त्याच्या माध्यमातूनही आम्ही करतो म्हणजे आणि आत्तापर्यंत पूर्ण महाराष्ट्रामध्ये एक 70 एक्झिबिशन्स तरी केले असतील की जिथं आपण हे प्रॉडक्ट आपण तिथं एक्झिबिट केलेलं आहे आणि त्या पद्धतीने लोकांपर्यंत पोहोचलेलो आहे. इवन शाळा कॉलेजेसमधून पण जातो आणि याचा सक्सेस जर म्हटलं ना तर मला एक खरंच आनंदाचा विषय आमच्यासाठी सुद्धा की याचा माउथ पब्लिसिटीने सेल होत असतो. हा म्हणजे लोक कदाचित माझ्याकडे नसेल कम्प्युटर मी गिफ्ट देण्यासाठी त्याचा उपयोग करेन. हेच खरं ह्या प्रॉडक्टचा सक्सेस म्हणजे आमच्या दृष्टिकोनातून तरी आम्ही समजतो त्याला की गिफ्ट देण्यासाठी किंवा माझ्याकडे कम्प्युटर नाही मी 6 महिन्यांनी घेणार आहे तरीसुद्धा अशा बऱ्याचशा लोकांना मी स्वतः एक्झिबिशन्सच्या माध्यमातून हे प्रॉडक्ट दिलेलं आहे की त्यांनी ते घेतलेलं आहे. याची जी किंमत आहे ती 649 रुपये पण आम्ही एक्झिबिशन्समधून वगैरे त्याला 500 रुपयाला सेल आउट करत असतो.
contacts the Vice Chancellor of University of Pune. I think he will purchase for all colleges. Yes, definitely. He has that capacity. I was director of student welfare for 6 years. Even director of student welfare can purchase it. Sir, and we will provide for all the colleges. 500 is nothing for them.
This is a very good suggestion because 500 rupees is nothing, because if you will buy a book, any UPSC, MPSC exam book, it also costs 500 rupees.
रिपीट कस्टमर सुद्धा आहेत त्याच्यामध्ये कसं असतं, याच्यामध्ये बरीचशी 30 ते 40% जी इन्फॉर्मेशन आहे ही अपडेट करावी लागते आम्हाला कंटिन्युअस. म्हणजे आवाज नवीन नवीन लोक त्यांच्या आयडियानी उदयाला येतात. तर आमच्याकडे पण आता 5000 वर्षाचा जर आपण इतिहास म्हटला तर फक्त 1000 ते 2000 लोकांची इन्फॉर्मेशन आहे आमच्याकडे आज. ती सुद्धा आम्ही कंटिन्युअसली अपडेट करत असतो. म्हणजे नवीन लोकांची माहिती कलेक्ट करणार, टाकणार. तर मग त्यामुळे रिपीट युजर सुद्धा आहेत. म्हणजे हे इयरली कसं सॉफ्टवेअर असतं, इयर बुक कसं येतं तसं हा मनोरमा वगैरेची इयर बुक कसं आहे तसं हा काहीचा सब्जेक्ट आता डेव्हलप होत चाललेला ओव्हर द पिरियड. आता आम्ही आता बघतोय. आणि मोबाईलचं जे व्हर्जन केलेलं आहे त्याच्यामध्ये आम्ही आता 1 वर्षाचं लायसन्स पण डेव्हलप केलेलं आहे. म्हणजे 1 वर्षासाठीच ते राहील की जेणेकरून युजर त्याला दरवर्षी नवीन नवीन इन्फॉर्मेशन पण आम्ही देणार आणि त्याच्या माध्यमातून ते इश्यू होत राहील.
एक इन्फॉर्मेशनच्या संदर्भातला प्रश्न असा आहे की सीसॅटचा सध्या घोळ चालू आहे, त्याचं काय तुम्ही केलंय? याच्या अपडेटेड क्या करे जस्ट एक सिलेबस. हा सीसॅट का सिलेबस. हां
याच्यामध्ये मार्कांमध्ये इन्क्लूड करायचं का नाही करायचं
ओके.
तो थोडासा वेगळा